Hello, everybody. Sorry, it's been ages since I've done a catch up. A lot of weird stuff going on in my life, but it's all been great. And just wanted to talk very quickly about two things that have happened to me in the last. Uh, One thing happened to me a couple of weeks ago, and another thing happened about an hour and a half ago. And one of them is that I got my new disability shoes, and I haven't had a pair of disability shoes ever before. They're only temporary until I get my hip done. I've lost 2 inches off my bad hip because it's kind of collapsing in. I don't know how it shortens your leg. I don't understand it. I just know that what happens is you start this. When you see people kind of walking like that, it's because their hips are not in line, usually. So, anyway, because I'm not having the hip done before the wedding, which is like 6 weeks away now, mother of the bride, and I'm not going to be having that done. And anybody that knows me knows that I was devastated over that. And all I wanted to do was to be able to walk at the wedding, maybe get on the dance floor for a little bit. And I didn't want to make the day about me. I didn't want people saying, "Oh, why is she on crutches?" instead of looking at the bride. Do you know what I mean? So I got these disability shoes, and there's a story behind them, which I'll tell you about in another video about how I fell through the gaps again. I should have been given these shoes 2 or 3 years ago. I've been on crutches now 4 years this Christmas, and I should have been given these a few years ago, but I've only been given them now. And again, I think it's public HSE getting slipping through gaps. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have them now. And this is the normal, regular shoe for my good leg. And this is the disability one then that you can probably see the difference. Ooh, maybe if I put them the right way around, you can probably see the difference. There is an inch and a half there of, you know, sole. I got a bigger soul than the rest of you, but it's a bit one-sided. So, um, they have made the most incredible difference in my life. Pain wise, they hurt me for a day or two, but it wasn't actually in my foot, it was up my leg, and it was at the top of my leg where I was having to use new muscles again because the leg is shorter and it's up like that. When I walk, all I have to do is swing it, right, like this. So what I had to do was get used to lifting it and walking again. So I had to relearn how to walk properly, and it was a little bit strange, but and it's quite heavy. Um, so I had to start using muscles that I wasn't normally used to using, and the biggest thing for me, the pain was at the front of my leg, the top of the front of my leg, and into my groin and all that kind of area, where you have to lift your leg up and that. So anyway, I've been on a hen party, and I could keep up with everybody when they were walking down the corridors in the hotel and things like that. You wouldn't believe the difference that these shoes have made to my life. And I've had a couple of people make some very kind um, suggestions that can help me transition into using these, because I'll be wearing them for a while, or until at least I get my hip done. And they've been telling me, that I can get bootleg jeans and wear them and kind of cover up the front part, and, to kind of take, so then they won't look as obvious. And I think that's all great advice. But the last few days I've been thinking to myself, am I supposed to feel ashamed because I have disability issues? And like, am I supposed to cover, hide my shame? And I'm like, do you know what? I'm deliberately not going to get bootleg pants, because I'm going to wear my disability with pride. It's only a temporary thing. It's going to get fixed. It's it's like somebody getting in an accident and having a scar that will soon fade. Like, do you sit in the house for 6 months and wait for your wounds to heal, or do you move forward with your life and not lose 6 months of your life? So that's the story with the shoes, and I have no waddle anymore. Um, when I walked before, you see, I would have to drop the shoe. The loss that I have is 2 inches, and that's an inch and a half. Your man that made the shoes just felt that 2 inches might be a bit too much, that I might start to fall with them. So anyway, I have no more waddle, and I'm actually able to take little steps. um, it can be sore sometimes, but I'm actually able to take little steps. And anybody that knows me remembers that when I found out that I wasn't going to have my hip surgery before my daughter's wedding, which is only about 6 weeks away now, um, I was in bits. I was devastated. I wanted to fucking throw in the towel. I wanted to give up. Um, but of course, my PT won't let me do that, and my family, and my Foxy Fitness family, and everybody else won't let me do that. And they just lifted me and, kind of gently shoved me out the door again. Come on, you're going to do it. So, that's what I wanted to say about that is that I'm not going to have a waddle now. I'm not going to be walking like this, you know, walking down the aisle or up the aisle, or and I'm going to be able to stand properly for a good length of time to have the photographs done, because normally if I'm standing, I have to stand on one leg, and then I try and put my weight on the other leg, which is my bad leg, and I'm pushing down on it. Anyway, that's enough about the hip and the leg. Wait till I tell you what happened to me this morning, right? I haven't even had a fucking glass of water yet. I just had to get in and make this video. I haven't been able to dress myself properly. My husband has been doing it for me now for the last 2 years. And when I say dress myself, I can dress myself. I just can't put on my socks and sometimes my shoes. Um, and this morning, I put on one of my socks all on my own. And it's been about 2 years since I could do that. And I don't know why I tried it. I was just like, oh. And it was with my good leg, of course, because my bad leg just won't, the hip is locked. It won't move. So uh, I just threw the leg up on the radiator sitting on the bed, and the radiator is beside the bed, and I just took a chance, and I just got it on. But I was like sitting there then for a while going, oh my God, because I know, that I've had to have my husband or somebody help me, usually my husband, to help me dress the last couple of years. But isn't that kind of what marriage is about? Um, the funny thing is that he does often laugh because of my 10 years of drinking. I needed a lot of help sometimes mornings after drinking, and he would have to help me up and shower and things like that. And he often laughs and says, "Do you know what? The first 10 years of our marriage I spent undressing you, and the last fucking 20 I've spent dressing you again." And he makes me laugh because he says, no priest ever told me that in them premarital courses. I don't think he realised what he was actually signing up for. But I haven't told him yet that I put on one of my socks, but he'll be super happy for me, as I am. And I know, do you know what? I call these non-scale achievements. It's got nothing to do with the weight loss. It's all to do with the quality of my life. And in the last fortnight, since I got the shoe and, got back into keto and just kind of got my shit together, the last 2 or 3 weeks have just been mind blowingly amazing. Everything, everything in my life has just started to fall into place. Um, like emotionally, physically, business wise, everything, all the right people have just come into my life. Everything right is happening, everything good is happening. So, I'm super excited. All my family are well, the children are doing well. Just like there's a lot of tension. There's weddings coming up, but it's all good tension. It's all kind of good nervousness, that goes with things like that. And I feel now that I'm not going to have people looking at me on my crutches. I'm actually at the day of the wedding, I'm actually thinking I might be able to go to the wedding with two walking sticks. So it'll be even less noticeable, and it'll be less noticeable because I won't have this waddle. Um, and the people will talk about the bride. And I know they're not all going to be talking about me all day, but I don't want to draw that attention away from her. I don't care about people looking at me. I've just said about the disability shoe, and I'm wearing a long dress that day anyway, so it will be hidden. But these are going to be the shoes, mother of the bride shoes, and you know, this is the mother of the bride. It was not my intention to ever go to any of my children's wedding wearing them things. But you know what? We don't know what's ahead of us ever in our lives, do we? So I'm going to leave it at that because I'm going to bore you to fucking tears. And I gotta go now because the bar is going to open soon. Anyone who knows me would get that joke. But the truth is, Shane is waiting for me. I gotta go to the gym. So, guys, I'll touch base again soon. And, good luck to everyone. Keep well, keep safe, make good choices. Bye.